back to this game. I'll play for an hour. Actually, I haven't transferred the video files over. I'll play as long as I can. I'll go to the bureau first so I don't have to interrupt the song.
The new series casting too.
Dun, dun, dun. Of my body. So let's go party.
I will take you to the place you won't forget it.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, it's all I gotta do.
Spin your body round and round. Move it, move it, move it with everybody. Pull out this feeling, it's too good to be true. Let's dance.
I'm gonna be the last man standing. You really think you overtime. When all is done and you will see who's the king of the party, who's the king of the party, yeah.
I'm getting used to all desire. Don't need to show me what
Oh,
to do.
are you here to see Michi? Feel free to take the time to look at the new supplies too.
Party was the king of the party. My heart is grooving. I can feel the fever buzzing in my body. Don't stop the party. Let the music blow away my cares and worries. Shake it, shake it, shake it, it's all you gotta do. Put your hands up on my head. Move it, move it, move it with everybody. I will show you what I got. The sun is starting going down.
It's going down. It's going down.
The second round, yeah. Party time, everybody go party time. Hey, party time, everybody move, it's party time. Hey, party time, everybody go party time. Hey, party time, everybody move so party. Hey, party time, everybody go party time. Hey, party time, everybody move, it's party time. Hey, party time, everybody go party time. Hey, party time, everybody go party. I'm gonna be the last man dancing. You really got me overdrive all my time. When all is down to you, will see who's the master of the party tonight. I'm getting used to all desire. Don't need to show me what to do, what to do. When all is done, then you will see who's the king of the party, who's the king of the party. Hey, party, everybody go party.
Ah, yes, Felix. From the arcade. Whoa, 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 whoa. the remnants. Once I get Lamia, I'll level them both up and then I'll try them in there. Smoke up my body. So let's go party.
I will take you to the place you won't forget it.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, it's all you gotta do. Spin your body round and round. Move it, move it, move it, we're ready, ready, move it, spin it, it's the beats in between. Let's dance, I'm gonna be the last man standing. You really got me overdrive. When all is said and you will see, it's the king of the party, it's the king of the party, yeah. Yeah, fuck it, let me go speed this up just a little bit for myself. It won't be that big of a deal. Considering how many hypercubes I've already wasted purchasing things that aren't pulse. Let's continue the event. Yeah, it really is nice how quick it is to do the dailies, even if I am admittedly very slow about it. And yeah, that's the thing. If I were just slightly faster.
Should we go, Chief? You heard the chef. First come, first serve. Legendary ingredients.
It's too crowded. Let's wait a bit before we go. We won't be able to try the legendary ingredients if we get trampled in the stampede.
But...
Don't worry. We have our spot saver right here. This way, we can also pick up macchiato along the way.
Stop. Stop pushing. Let me out.
No, it's her. What a costume.
It's dangerous here. Quick, get out of here.
My phone is ringing.
Oh, we're in B1 at last.
So let's go party. I will take you to the place you won't forget it. Shaking, 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 it's all you gotta do.
More importantly,
Body round and round. Move it, move it, move it. We rebels by the pool. Now
I've seen it all. Your vulnerability, your weariness, your sadness.
she's wearing the same claw things that Rosaria does.
Let me share your burden and pain. Let me be a loyal companion to you.
When all is said, you will see who's the king of the party, who's the king of the party. Yeah! And I may as well get the event exclusive stuff. And then I'll buy the stuff here as I need them.
Shaking, 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 it's all you gotta do. Put your hands up over my head. Move it, move it, move it. We rebels by the pool. I will show you what.
Well, okay. How eerie. Ooh, fancy. Excuse me.
Where is she? All of us arrived at the same time. Who'll get a seat and who won't?
What is this place? I thought we were coming down here to eat.
What the? Is she playing a prank on us? Didn't even finish my soup.
It's a prank, all right. We just went up the stairs and saw that there was no one left upstairs. Is there some hidden camera rolling? Do they want to see us make a fool of ourselves?
The stairs? I just checked the stairs. It's locked already. I just came down with the final batch. You guys were arguing too much, so I wanted to go back and finish my soup. But the elevator's not working anymore, so I figured maybe I can take the stairs.
We're trapped.
Great. Now the elevator is out of use. That's why I said it's dangerous down here. No one ever listens to me, and they all rush downstairs. Putting your life at risk just to try some strange new food? Stupid. Oh, it's you. The one who also got squeezed flat against the wall back there.
What? What a coincidence.
Please, keep this between you and me. Help me. I beg of you.
I'm under no obligation, but I can at least hear you out.
It's extremely dangerous down here. There are things beyond your worst nightmares. It's truly terrible. You've got to believe me. We have to get back upstairs.
Alright. Cabernet and Lamia seem to have some issues with their microphone. Everything about the event so far is great, and this is just a minor nitpick, just like the typo in the thingy a few, like 2 or 3 lines ago. But considering how great the voice direction was in the previous event with Adele and stuff, with all their British accents, this one is a bit of a downgrade. But at least we get to see some of the B rank characters, so
Can everyone hear me? Dear guests, please quiet down. I did say that the seats for the dinner banquet are first come, first served. But one must meet certain standards to be eligible. You will encounter different challenges at random times and places. Whether or not you're honorable enough for a seat will be judged on your performance.
you should have mentioned that sooner.
After all, only honorable souls are worthy of dining with the noble, elegant, and perfect Miss Cabernet.
You personally invited me here. What, am I not worthy enough now?
Honorable soul? Worthy? What are you talking about? What challenges? What if we fail? Is this some kind of battle royale?
Yes, it is. It's the Hunger Games, and you're all here to try to get the chicken dinner.
What if you fail? You'll be eliminated, of course. Haven't you noticed that some of you have already been eliminated? So, everyone here has already passed the first challenge. If you're not confident about being worthy enough to dine with Miss Cabernet, I can eliminate you right here. Is there anyone who doesn't want to participate? Then, let the new challenge commence. Please complete the game as soon as possible, my dear guests.
Is McGrath a sinner? I mean, typically sinners wear gaudy outfits. Manic people. If you're a sinner, you have mania. And anyone with mania. And since all the sinners we've had so far all tend to have really wacky outfits. And every manic people we've ended up fighting at some point are pretty much the same. But yeah, McGrath might be a sinner.
You don't look well. What happened?
All of this can't have possibly been achieved through normal means. Either she's a sinner or she's got her hands on something she really shouldn't have. Something happened to Macchiato. This isn't a normal game, Miss Cabernet. If what that guest says is true, there's no one left upstairs. Macchiato isn't on this level either. According to my senses, the signal from Macchiato is very weak. Something must have happened to her. This game is surely dangerous, Miss Cabernet. Did you know this would happen? If you know anything else about this, please share it with me. Otherwise, I'll have to apologize and abort your mission. Finding my sinner is a much bigger priority for me.
I don't know the chef named McGrath very well. If you want to learn about her from me, all I can share is only some rumors and faint impressions of mine. I did hear rumors about the legendary ingredients she got, as well as the legendary powers. But I just assumed she made them up to win my approval. Last time we met, McGrath didn't get the approval she wanted from me. But she didn't yell at me like the others, or vow to win me over next time. She simply gave me an invitation to this feast a month later, saying that she got my favorite ingredients, and will make cuisine that I love for sure.
This coincides with you losing your treasures, which is why you suspect your treasures may be in her hands?
Correct. I pretty much guessed that she had my treasures. I was worried that something might happen to them. So I pulled some strings to get a seasoned professional to help me. Which is you, dear Chief.
I specialize in dealing with certain things.
I know I've caused trouble for you. I didn't expect things to come to this either. She has become crazy and even started harming innocent people.
But I am starting to have my suspicions that the MBCC can help with this scenario. This is something the MBCC has to deal with. Rather, to word it more accurately, what's happened has happened. No need to apologize. There's no way back up. If we want to find Macchiato, we'll have to participate in this strange game, win a seat at the banquet, and negotiate with the chef. I'm just curious, why didn't she bring you directly to level B2? Like she did with the Thomas Society's Ocean Messenger. Why is she making you play this game with the other guests?
You'd have to ask Miss McGrath herself. But if you ask me, I do love watching the best ingredients be transformed into delicacies through the art of cooking.
Okay, Cabernet is literally just Irene. I think they even sound similar. They might have the same voice actresses, but I'm not too sure about that. The game doesn't give credits, so I have literally no way of knowing unless I look outwards.
This is probably
It's
her way of
Cabernet is
seeking
food
approval.
themed, whereas Irene is game themed, or chess and / intelligence.
I'll try my best to assist you, protect you from McGrath, and find your companion.
You know, with some of the characters, it feels like a bit of a forgotten plot point.
As well as find my precious
Or maybe
treasures.
Or maybe I'm misunderstanding the way the lore works, because isn't it that people inflicted with mania eventually turn into monsters sooner or later? And it's a really fast rate, too. Same goes for sinners. Manic people powerful enough to turn into sinners still eventually turn into monsters. But like our shackles are supposed to help with that, so while they do become a prisoner of custody, they at least get to maintain what sanity they have left by the time they become part of MBCC's inmate list. Well, I guess there was Drea and stuff, but she is supposedly a really old person by now, so who knows? I don't know. The lore regarding sinners is a bit convoluted. Yeah, you can't scroll down, but the fact that we're there is not very reassuring. Not very assuring. It's you. Who are you? I don't remember seeing you. Nothing. I mistook you for someone else. Where's your companion? It's always safer to have someone with you. Companion? Huh? What kind of companions are they? They just want to see me make a fool of myself. I'm fine by myself. It's just a social party. Think of it as a game. Oh, Shirley's the girl who wants to be like Irene. I thought she was the one who was like, "Oh, you wasted your chance, bitch. To be all pretty girly. Bitch, I'm already pretty banging girly. Or girly banging pretty. Banging pretty girly. Precure!" I'll stop. A ton of Botox. What? Great. Great. I swear, this event is just freaking for someone in the Path to Nowhere team's fetish. Oh, hey, it's actually long enough for me that I need to scroll down. Because all of these images with the people dressed up as food, it's literally just food fetish or some bullshit. I swear. Joys of the kingdom. How subtle. Please find the cake dessert. Okay. That was very sudden. Chest, there. Ooh. Another one. Ooh, healing. Oh, this... No, but it says 40%, so... Sus. The bear? What? Oh, we have limited... I don't get it. Draw the flames to myself. What? What? How am I supposed to know what's the right answer there? Okay. Ooh, listen to this.
You cannot break this rule. Tear yourself up to a rule that breaks me too. Look up to the sky, feel the silence.
I love it.
Help to face that full, breathing couch again.
I can hear it. The prelude of the dance. Look up to the sky.
Yo, this song rocks.
Luvia Ray is here to conquer you!
Rest for eternity.
Don't come close!
Like ecstasy, become your worst enemy. Screech leads mentality to death, makes me celery. Oh darling, forgive me now. Take me out of the pain. The red is bright, too hard to define. So much despair,
It's over already.
curses. Oh darling, forgive me now. Take me out of the pain. The red is bright, too hard to define. So much
is about to be eaten by a monster. You must pick something valuable to swap it out. Please, circle your chosen items in the picture below. Note that once selected, you will lose these items.
What is this saw shit? It's the song that plays in interrogations.
Did he really get eaten?
Or maybe it's more accurate to call this Squid Game type bullshit. But for rich people instead of poor people. In massive debt.
So this is the head chef's game? Whoever loses gets turned into food?
By the way, I've never watched Squid Game. The best part of the song isn't playing. Bum, bum.
Oh, my dear guests, so you finally realized it.
Ah yeah, she's a sinner.
That's right. The game started a long time ago. Those on the top floor disappeared because they gave in to their hedonism. And then we have those vain social climbers who brawl to get the first spot in the elevator. As for this gentleman, he wouldn't even care to save a little critter. Tell me, what honor do these people have? This is only what they deserve.
You didn't tell us anything about that! How despicable!
You also turn someone to food.
What's so dishonorable about
Pineapple on
eating an
pizza.
extra bit of food?
What the fuck?
It's quite dishonorable indeed. You don't even have this bit of self-control. Think about Miss Cabernet. She would never eat anything short of perfect. One must be like her to make it to the end. Got it.
I feel like Cabernet's to blame for half the stuff
After
that's
all,
in here somehow.
how can I allow anyone tainted to dine with Miss Cabernet? This is my surprise gift for you, Miss Cabernet. To give you the best dining experience, I will ensure that you're neither lonely nor pestered. You will approve of me, right?
No.
What? This is all for Miss Cabernet?
Idiot.
Is Cabernet behind all this?
No.
And she's a wicked accomplice of that crazy chef! She's simply picking the ingredients she likes!
Wait a minute. I remember it now. I read a story about Cabernet on a blog.
Oh no.
Cabernet was born into a prominent East Side family. Day in, day out, she ate the most magnificent delicacies. Thus, this made Cabernet an extremely picky epicure. She never ate anything she considered short of perfect. To satisfy their daughter's exquisite palate, her parents searched high and low for the rarest delicacies for Cabernet. For a long time,
Do you
they
consider
couldn't find
yourself
anything
someone
to her
who eats to live
standards.
or lives to eat, mommy?
Ano na?
Do you consider yourself someone who
Then,
lives to eat or
one day,
eats to live?
a chef bravely volunteered to serve Cabernet a dish.
It's to live. Ayun na po ngayon.
The chef lifted up the cloche, revealing a string of fragrant grapes on a plate. The delectable grapes caught Cabernet's
I don't see you in
attention.
any
She
particular
couldn't
diet,
help but pop one into her mouth.
and your allergies aren't the problem for you anymore, right?
She suddenly realized that grape was the most delicious thing she had ever tasted, so she gobbled up the rest one by one.
I am also much the same. I just
But
eat to
Cabernet
live.
was not gratifying,
I can have
so
favorites,
she
but I
asked the
won't
chef,
seek out
"Are there any more of these
variety of
delicious
food
grapes?"
as a form of
And
entertainment.
do you know what the chef said?
Parang gusto ko mag-short drinks.
Ako din eh.
Let me tell you,
Gusto mo?
No,
that
thanks.
chef
Sige po.
said, "I only have this one child."
Really?
Is this part of the surprise? You have the right to believe that story. Or not.
I can find
I
out
know
if
you
that's
won't
true or not
believe
later in
anything
your
I say at this
interrogation.
point, and I'm not in the mood for lecturing anyone. People shouldn't be taking cues from misinformation. But to me, it doesn't matter.
Here it is, the best part of the song. The one with the breakbeat snares. Yeah, everyone's turning manic. No good.
Finally, they finally stopped.
What? You believe that story too?
I could have cared less.
First of all, I want to thank you for saving me just now. Though we're besieged on all sides right now,
that must be
this
just
makes me
lonely.
feel that at least I can trust you. That's quite funny, actually. I don't have many people around me who I can trust. So, you're right. My treasures, my precious ingredients, are two people.
Oh, so you're a cannibal.
I cherish them very much. They showed me what a truly honorable soul is like, transcending any social status or identities. I did become a picky epicure after I met them, but it's because they showed me what a truly satisfying taste is like. Later, however, many began regarding me as some sort of guide. There were even rumors that only chefs whose dishes I approved of are good. But I don't want my words to become the judging standards for a dish, or even a person. Just like how I don't want McGrath to judge my treasures or preferences by her standards. Plus, she stole my treasures, which is unforgivable in the first place. What I want right now is not some surprise or dinner. I only wish I could take back from her the treasures that belong to me.
That's the nowhere plot in a nutshell. Everything's so stupid, but we've come this far.
Don't worry, I also promised you that I will help and protect you.
Yeah, this OST is unnecessarily creepy. Yeah, so now she's defending us after she freaking rejected us so easily for being ugly. She's being hypocritical in more ways than one right now. I never was your mother. Sure. good. Was that the same guy that bribed us? I chose to accept it because I thought it was. You can faintly hear King of the Party in the OST.
I knew it. I knew this would be a trap.
No, McGrath isn't voice acted anymore, what the heck?
It's very delicious, Chef McGrath. No one would criticize your food. I'm just a bit curious. Ojigia Villa is a renowned property of our society, and I've been to many ceremonies here. But I didn't know there's such a room under it. Maybe I'm not as strong, experienced, and perfect as you, Chef McGrath, so the president didn't tell me about it.
Yep, I knew it.
Please don't mind me. I'll stay and have some more soup.
What? Phrasing. A player? What painting? Okay. Oh god, this thing again. Okay. Oh yeah, this song again.
A rule that breaks me too. Look up to the sky, hear the silence.
I'll relieve them of pain.
Oh, darling, forgive me now. Take me out of the pain.
The Queen of Light is here!
Hard to define, so much is so many
want to face that boring, breathing bunch again. Rest for eternity.